From the first stirrings of life beneath water, to the great beasts of the Stone Age, to man taking his first upright steps, you have come far. Now begins your greatest quest, from this early cradle of civilization on towards the stars. Your Majesty the Queen Victoria of England, extend your reach beyond your borders and across the face of the globe. Worry not over the possibility of defeat, for your loyal redcoats and overwhelming navy will surely carry the day. With your calm and steady touch, you can bring all lands under England's sway, establishing a true Pax Britannica.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Ybot. Welcome back to Civilization 6 in honor of Queen Victoria's birthday, or at least the when we celebrate the Queen's birthday, Victoria Day. Going to be on May 22nd, which is when this video should be going live. We are playing as Victoria. As usual, we're playing on Deity difficulty. For reasons that I'll explain later, we're playing on a smaller size map instead of standard, so it will only be 6 players this time. And we are playing on island plates because we're England, and we want to take advantage of our navy. So, it may not seem that great, we may not get much use out of the Sea Dog, but the Royal Navy Dockyard is actually a very, very impressive, unique district. I would say it's getting close to the Hans now with the changes they made to trade routes. The Royal Navy Dockyard will still provide an additional trade route to your city, regardless of whether or not you have a commerce hub, so keep that in mind. Everybody else, you get a trade route for the first harbor or the first commercial hub that you build, and that's it. So max 1 trade route per city. England can have double that if they have cities that are near the coast. Also, they have the wonderful British Museum, which I found out in the in a test game I was playing, and I captured a foreign city and I built a museum, and apparently it wouldn't work. But when I built a museum in London, I had 6 artifact slots instead of 3. Now the smaller museum did theme automatically though, so that was very interesting. Also, we have the Pax Britannica unique bonus, which provides us with the raid codes as a unique unit when we get military science, so fairly late in the tech tree. And if we found or conquer a city on another continent, we get a free melee unit. So how that is going to work is that if I found another continent right now and I took that city, I would get a warrior. If we have swordsmen, we have at least 1 source of iron, we would get swordsmen. If we had musketman tech and we had at least 1 unit of niter somewhere, then we would get musketmen, and so on and so forth, all the way up to mobile infantry. I think that's what it's called. I think mobile infantry is a frickin' Starship Troopers thing. God, now I have to check. Mechanized infantry, yes. Alright. Anyway, let's get started here. Let's build a scout first. We'll do that. It's an okay-ish start. We've got some good amounts of mountains here. This would be a good spot for a mine or for a science campus. And I think I'm just going to queue things up. I'm using this right here, CQ UI, and I'm just going to quickly make sure that we get our pop-ups for civics and techs. And let's start off and choose our research. What do we got? Well, we have the incense that requires irrigation. Let's get back to the beginning here. So irrigation comes from pottery. Animal husbandry leads to archery. We don't necessarily need that. We've put our city down directly next to the sea. So the sailing tech wouldn't be a bad idea either. Also, we want to get our Royal Navy dockyards up ASAP. I think mining's the best one for now. We'll get started on that. Flip it over to next turn. And we'll just keep exploring. And hopefully we've got a decent spot of land here for a couple of cities. Oh, and I should mention to you guys, there is going to be a surprise at the end of this video. There's something about this series besides the fact that we are on a smaller map that is special. Something special, something that I thought would be lots of fun.
Reconnaissance units.
Okay, we got our scout. Let's explore down here. It looks like we've got some stuff down here besides more mountains. So up they go up there just to see what else is going on. We could actually... I think it would be better for us as a civilization to just drop a campus here. It wouldn't get as much adjacency bonus, but it would... We would get that hill, and it looks like we kind of need that hill. Alright, so there's tribal village over there. I think we'll go ahead and get started on... we'll get started ASAP with building a second settler here, since we should be on our own. Oh, we discovered another continent. That is very convenient. We are actually on the... Are we on the crossroads of it? Not quite, but... Right here, just down here, is a different continent from our capital. Very interesting. Like I said before, that plays big into the way that Victoria plays her game. If we settle a city down
When
south
you
of
find
this
yourself
mountain,
in a hole,
we'll actually get a free melee unit. And that looks like a very good place to settle. What do we want to do next? Probably animal husbandry. Get that out of the way. Want to grab that village as well. It looks like we're blocked off here. So we do have more land. It's kind of a sneaky little thin thing, which, not surprising. We're on island plates. So no surprise there. And yeah, we'll definitely need animal husbandry there in a sec. We got experience. Well, that's kind of disappointing, but... We did get a boost to, astrology. That helps. I mean, we could, in theory, drop... Yeah, we could also put a campus here now that I think about it. We could, in theory, get a religion set up if we wanted to. Not sure if that's ever worth it, but... It is if you want a religious victory, and if you want the, Judas education, that's the one I'm thinking of. The tech that allows you to faith by, or the belief that allows you to faith by culture and science buildings. Yeah, actually, this would be good. We definitely want to put districts along these things right here, these tiles. We might as well take this promotion, go for battle cry. We'll get our government up in a second here.
Enacting new policy.
it is not wisdom, but authority.
Oh, Thomas Hobbes. Thomas Hobbes tends to see the worst in humanity. I learned about him in political science. It's great. Anyway, what do we want to build next? Probably a settler, I would think. We want to get a monument up at some point soon as well. I'm gonna just set the scout to auto-explore for now. Oh, we got another barbarian encampment. That is charming. Well, we'll start by getting the quarry down. We've got our boost for masonry. Very good. Just gonna scooch the microphone over a little. Attack these guys some more. I would like to grab the sheeps, but I think that I'm gonna get attacked by the scout there. One positive thing about this is that we don't actually have to worry about the barbarian encampment spawning too many units because they don't have enough ground space. That might be famous last words, but we'll see. We should probably get another warrior out, though, so we can deal with them.
If there are no dogs in heaven.
Alright, so we're gonna get a warrior. We'll switch it up in our queue here. I got the queue with the mod that I have running. And you know what? Let's go ahead and grab astrology just in case. We can safely move this guy over here. The scout can't get to him this turn. We'll clear out the barbarian encampment. We'll get a boost. I'm just gonna have some beer. It's a nice spot for a city, actually. And now we need to fall back. Okay. That's fine. So it looks like this would be a city spot, either here or here. We'll see. Probably right here, I would think, is a good spot. So we met a city-state by the looks of it. Not quite? No? Let's just fortify him for now. Alright, you stay there. Next. I guess we didn't meet a city-state. It is Zanzibar's warrior. Let's just keep cycling through our turns. We'll have our warrior ready in one turn. Oh, we could actually go and improve the cows. That's not a bad idea. Although I think improving that sheep or this sheep would be the best. There we go. Move him across. There's Zanzibar. Let's just review the bonuses they have, see if they're worth taking, worth keeping. They have a good location. You receive bonus luxuries and gain 6
We have recently gained
amenities
advanced
each.
knowledge in
Nice.
city planning.
I don't believe in astrology.
Alright. So we can build holy sites if we want to. Not really keen on doing that at this exact moment. I think we'll grab sailing at this point since we are on an island plates map. Seems like the best choice. Get it so our builders can embark, and soon after we'll be able to have the rest of our stuff embark with shipbuilding. Anyway, we're going to break up the escort formation here. And we're going to have the warrior take a shot at the scout. I'm going to move both of these guys up. And we'll finish off our worker on building a second pasture.
That's the positive aspect of trade, I suppose.
Alright, we got foreign trade, very good. We'll have craftsmanship boosting basically now. There we go. And we have a trade route slot if we could reach Zanzibar. I do think we'll, yeah, I think it would be a good idea to get a trader up right away once we have this guy done. Although we want that culture too. How long is it going to take for a trader? 5 turns. Okay. Well, we'll add it to the queue. If it'll let me. Monument only takes 6 turns and it provides some much needed culture, so we want that. Just take a shot at the spearmen. Stonehenge has been built. No big surprise there. These guys up here. We actually have access to a decent-sized piece of land. This is pretty good. I'm concerned about it getting settled later by other people, but it's pretty good. I like it. So this area is still just plains territory. We discovered a goodie hut. Where is it? It's all the way over here. This is tundra.
It is not that life ashore is distasteful to me, but life at sea is better.
Alright, we got our sailing up. 30 turns for celestial navigation. No thank you. Let's grab pottery. Apparently we don't have that one yet. Ew. Okay, well... get this guy out, and whereabouts should we settle? Possibly here or here. Possibly up here. I'm not sure. It's suggesting up here. There is access to 2 luxuries, a number of hills, rice, pigs. Yeah, let's settle right here. I'm not worried about settling on the coast. The AI couldn't take a coastal city to save its life anyway, so especially when it just has access to 1 tile via the sea, then it's fine. This one right here, our capital, is actually a little bit more exposed. And we're just going to fortify our warrior here on the sheep and just let the barbarians wear themselves down. We can heal and they can't. And we'll take the battle cry promotion for better combat engagements. Alright, so we can move up now. We really need to get our science going. Doesn't look like anybody's nearby though, so that's going to be tricky. We discovered a goodie hut again. There could possibly be somebody all the way over here though. You never know. Gonna be kind of limited too for... Yeah, I'm not sure how big we can grow London here. We don't exactly have a lot of land. Well, we'll see. This is definitely a really good spot, because there's lots of land to the east and the south for this city. When I build a city around here, it's going to be a little bit compact as well. It's much better than my test game, though. That was a near tundra start. My second city was actually on tundra, just because there were so many hills and nothing else was good. Oh, okay. I guess we got a free builder somehow? Cool. Well, crabs. Hanging Gardens has been completed by somebody.
No man ever wetted clay and then left it, as if there would be bricks by chance and fortune.
What does this say? Well, it's harvesting
Without
wheat and rice.
craftsmanship, inspiration is a mere reed shaken in the wind.
Alright, what can we do with the chiefdom here now? I think we still want discipline. We can't switch right just quite yet. We need that Pantheon. We need the Pantheon bonus. I think we should go for irrigation here, although we want writing too. Let's start with irrigation. We have a boost for it. There's always a chance we can meet somebody. What do we want here? Early Empire, or we can get the boost for that before it's up? I think. Oh yeah. Go ahead and take the promotion. I think probably hills is the best bet. It's not exactly an area covered in forests. Another goodie hut. Alright, we'll drop our city. So we got Manchester, and it should have a lot of... It's got a decent amount of housing. And can we get anything right away? Not quite yet. We will get a builder set up, though, as our first action for the city. Go ahead and build our pasture there. I'm just going to invert the keyboard, so... Said I'm going to invert the keyboard. For fuck's sakes. One moment, guys. There we go. W, A, S, and D are now acting as the arrow keys. Wonderful. Alright, and this guy has one charge left. What do we want to use that for? Probably the incense, actually. Yeah, we'll grab that. Yay, we got a boost to mysticism. "33 turns till we expand over here." That's unfortunate, because I really want the rice, so I can grow the city faster. Who's working what right now? So we got 1, 2, 3, 4. They're all working food-rich tiles. Wonder what we should do with this trader. Normally I would send him out to boost my newest city, but I'm thinking we might actually want to boost the capital today, since we can...
Our city-state neighbors.
Ooh, Hong Kong. That's a good one. Plus 20% bonus to city projects. That can be really good for a science victory. So if we want to go for that. We got a free envoy with him as well, which means bonus production. And we got our Pantheon. Okay, so this is a fairly different map from normal, so I have to think about this a bit more. River Goddess only gives amenities if the holy site is adjacent to rivers. Okay. Divine Spark's what I normally take. And it's a very good one. Religious settlements is good. Fertility rites might also be good in this case because our growth rate might be reduced. Goddess of Festivals. We've already got 2 sources of incense. I wonder. Stone circles. We've got enough quarries, but I don't really like that one. I think Divine Spark, or possibly Religious Settlement, or Fertility Rites. This would be really good if you were in a desert floodplain. It would provide a lot of... Yeah, I should really consider this one more often. Especially if I end up with a desert start. It's pretty good. +1 production from marshes, oasis, and floodplains. Because that would make floodplains really good for food, and you'd also get +1 production, which would be pretty big. Sea resources. We've got some. It's gonna help. But we don't have any here that are in range. We only have the 1 crabs right here that we'll be able to get. Site number 3, nothing much. We'll only be able to reach here with London, not here. This is out of range. Let's just turn on the settler lens just to get a good idea. This would actually be a decent spot for a city, although it would be extremely exposed. But it would be a good spot. We'd be able to get a harbor or a Royal Navy dockyard here. We're calling it a harbor because that's too long. Could put it right here. We'd get the bonus adjacency for being next to the city center, which is a thing. And then we would also get bonus adjacency for these 2. So that might be worth it just for putting it right there. And then it has the rocks. Has some deer over here. 1, 2, 3. It's out of range of the horses, but that's okay. Zanzibar will gobble those up anyway. Oh, excuse me. And then it would also share the truffles with Manchester. Decent location. Not very high on production, though. Although there would be this 1 hill. Yeah, 1 hill, possibly 2 stone quarries. It's not great, it's not terrible. This... It has some potential. It does have potential. Excuse me, it's just... I'm not sure if it's enough potential. You know what? We're gonna go for it this time. We'll make sure that our 3rd city is actually somewhere that can make use of it. And we'll get some fishing boats up. So, just for funsies, we'll take a look at the holy site screen. Okay. Don't really plan on doing a holy site at this moment anyway. What I do think we'll do is we'll get another settler queued up. And if we do a trade route, it's +1/+1 for a trade route to Manchester. Total amount of time to complete the trade route, 36 turns. It will be completed on turn 76. You know what? We're going to try it this way for now.
In addition to bring...
We got our boost to commerce. Very good. Bring this guy in and heal him up. We'll get colonialism once we get the boost for that. So, 12 turns until we grow, huh? Really now? Can we purchase a builder, perhaps? Actually, you know what? We'll just purchase a tile here and just do it that way, because I want that boost. There we go. So in a few turns, we'll get that boost. And in one turn from now, we'll get irrigation. Yeah, and we'll do one more turn. The timer did go off on me, but I set that a bit earlier.
Thousands have lived without love. Not one without water.
And I think it's a good time to get writing up. Send our scout over here. It's like a huge amount of space. It's a long, snaky little continent. It's good though, I like it. I don't like all the bloody tundra, but I like the continent. Next turn. And I do think this is a good place to throw down a cut, guys. Oh, we got a boost to early empire. Very nice.
It was luxuries like air conditioning that brought down the Roman Empire.
So we're going to change this out, get rid of God King, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to drop colonization on there. And for military, probably a good thing to keep, actually. Yeah, let's keep that. It'll reduce the time to build settlers. So we'll want to crank out as many settlers as we can before we start meeting people and they start settling our lands. We are going to have to get a settler down ASAP to take care of this, but I do also want to get this taken care of before Zanzibar gets too big. So I think we're going to get this location next. And then we'll follow it up with this one right here, and we'll even pin it. Just as... Oh god, this is going to be weird. Let's see here. We're going to have to de-invert the keyboard. So that's city number 3, actually. And this right here is going to be city number 2. Wow, I can't count. City number 3. With capitals. This is going to be city number 4. Perfect. And our civics. Could do mysticism. But we kind of want our new government, too. So that would be state workforce, build a district. We'll see. Anyway, guys, I'm going to throw down a cut here. I think that's a good place to throw down a cut. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video. And I've got a little something on the end here. If you don't want any sort of spoilers about what's going on with this series, then please skip the rest of the video. Stop it right now. For the rest of you, I will reveal the surprise that I have for you in just a sec. Alright guys, so that's going to be the end of the first episode. Thank you very much for watching. I'm actually going to get started playing the game in a minute here because time travel. So the big surprise, of course, as you can see right here, is that all 6 players in the game are female leaders. So we're going to do that on an Islands Plates map. It's a small map because there are only 6. That's all I could find in the game, and yeah, all the other settings are pretty normal. I'm gonna get started. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the first episode. I'll see you next time.